We are live with another one, and it was a good night. It was a good night, guys. All right, it was a good night. Overall, I went 10-3 with my UFC fight predictions for UFC 314. Okay, guys, it was a great night of fights, in my opinion. But overall, it moves my record to 72-56. Okay, I repeat, 72-56, moving way above 500. So I really appreciate that. But yeah, guys, a great night of fights, man. Great night of fights. You got you know, I picked Michael Chandler to win that fight, but Paddy Pimblett just showed another level, man. He showed another level, and he's also showing patience, and not only patience, but he's showing new skills. Everybody already thought, already knew that his grappling, his Brazilian jiu-jitsu skills is very good. But Paddy the Pimblett is showing that his jiu-jitsu is something that you have to take really, really serious, man, and you have to really train that, man. Really, honestly. Um, what else? What else in UFC 314? The sleeper of the night, who's on a winning streak now. He's on a winning streak. He's back to his old self, basically. Dominic Reyes. All right, Dominic Reyes, another KO. Went out there, took another person's head off. So congratulations for Dominic Reyes. I say he should. He definitely wins. Standout fight of the night. To be honest with you, uh, you know, I didn't expect that from him. I did pick him to win the fight, but I did not expect him to go out there and get a vicious KO like that. And Dominic Reyes is proving that he's back, and I think he's right. At the end of the fight, his post fight interview, he did say, one more fight and then the title. So, one more fight, and then he wins that one. He definitely is knocking on the door for another title shot for Dominic Reyes, man. Congrats to him. Lopez should have been more patient. Uh, it's funny because looking at Lopez and looking at the way he fought Volk, he kind of fought like Pitbull. Like very very similar styles. If you look at the way Pitbull fought, Rodriguez, yeah, I knew that fight was gonna go exactly the way it was, where Pitbull was gonna stand right in front of him, not a lot of movement, and look for his shots, right? Same thing with same thing with Lopez. Lopez went out there and he was just moving forward. That's the only difference between Lopez and Pitbull, is that Pitbull wasn't really moving forward. Lopez was moving forward. He was trying to really land that big punch, but he wasn't staying patient. Volk went out there and showed that technique and movement and, really understanding for, skill and a game plan. He showed, uh, he showed tenacity, man. So congrats to Volk, man. He was pressing forward and was taking shots. Yeah, he was taking a lot of shots. That's one thing. At one point, the scorecards showed it was like, I want to say like 78 to 36, and I was in the third round or something like that. So that was a big, significant, that was a huge difference in strikes, and Volk was beating him badly in that aspect. But Lopez did have his moments, right? He did have his moments with his power, but ultimately it didn't bring him success, right? If Lopez learned the counter for a jab, it's over for Volk. Very true, very true. I understand that. Volk, he looked good out there. He definitely looked patient. He looked like he wasn't afraid to take a punch. You know what I mean? Definitely had good movement when it came to his footwork. So congratulations to Volk, man. Congrats to him. What's up, man? How you doing? Lopez should be Evlov. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I think so. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. That could be a win for him for sure. But yeah, man. Congrats to Dominic Reyes. Congrats to Volk. Yair Rodriguez, showed that there's, levels to this. He really went out there and just picked Pitbull apart, man. He picked him apart, man. He really did it. That's exactly what I thought will happen. If you go back and watch my vids, you'll see in my UFC fight predictions. I said, Pitbull is not gonna really have much movement. Yair Rodriguez is gonna, use his technique, his length to really pick him apart. And I see Yair Rodriguez just doing that, and that's exactly how it went. The technical fight with Volk was not a good game plan. Lopez a lot lies on chaos. Sad for Chandler. Yeah, sad for Chandler, man. I think it's over. I think it's over for Chandler, guys. You know what I mean? It's about that time. It's about that time. You walk away. I mean, your record in the UFC is something like 2-6, something like that, or 2-5, or something like that. It's not really impressive. Uh, yeah. So for Michael Chandler, I say he walks away. I say he walks away. It's about that time. And yeah, man. That's about that. That is about that. Surprise, surprise losses, man. I'm surprised. Sean Woodson ended up getting finished by Dan Ige. I thought that stoppage was a little bit weird, in my opinion, but respects to Dan Ige. You can't argue on that. Can't really argue with that, right? Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay. Excuse me. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, guys, so you might as well do it, man. What else? What else happened in UFC 314? I mean, yeah, guys. I mean, that's about it. I'm excited for Dominic Reyes, man. Dominic Reyes is putting himself right back in position to, really knock on the door for another title, man. That's very impressive. Who should fight Volk next, in your opinion? Who should fight Volk next? Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure for the top of my head. You know what I mean? I mean, as it stands right now, the UFC, they talked to Yair Rodriguez. Yair Rodriguez, I guess they said if he wins this fight, he's gonna be he's gonna be fighting for the title next. We kind of already saw that fight, Volk versus Yair. So I don't know if the UFC is gonna grant him that wish, but we'll see about that. And as far as who should fight Volk next, in my opinion, I really don't know right now, man. I really don't know who should fight Volk right now. I think Volk should relax for a little bit, potentially fight, in September, most likely fight in September. John Silver schooled Bryce. He definitely did. He definitely did. Bryce Mitchell went out there, swinging. He tried to go out there and, get the finish. But John Silver stood patient. That first submission he went for was vicious. Bryce Mitchell got out of that one, but he couldn't get out of the second one. John Silver comes out with the win, man. Congratulations for John Silver, man. He keeps getting on the. He just keeps, showing his skills. He got some submission skills. He has, striking skills. The guy is just an overall great fighter, man. Congrats to him. Who you got for Marab versus Sean O'Malley 2? Guys, there's nobody that's excited to watch that fight. I could guarantee that, right? There's nobody that's excited to watch Marab versus Sean O'Malley. All right. Nobody. I'm not even excited for that, man. You know what I mean? So whoever wins, I guarantee Marab wins. I mean, I don't see how Sean O'Malley could get his wrestling defense any better than what it was a year ago, a year and a half ago. You know what I mean? Not with the type of technique that Marab comes with. I mean, yeah, it's just I don't understand it. The UFC should have definitely made another fight, but ultimately, the UFC, they do what they want to do, and yeah, they're gonna continue giving giving us basically subpar, product. Evolve and Lopez for title eliminator. I don't know. I don't know. This card was really good. Yeah, I thought this card was really good. I thought this card was really good. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say it was like one of the best cards, you know, of the year, right? I'm not gonna say that, but it was a good card. It was a good card. Uh, I still think they need to do something with the pay per views. You know what I mean? They need to really do something with the pay per views. I just think it's a little bit too steep. I think it's a little bit too steep. You know what I mean? Like $80. You know what I mean? $80 to you know, to watch a fight night. Come on, guys, we could do better than that. We could do better than that. The seats are expensive as hell. If you want to go out there and grab a ticket, you know, you're gonna be paying around you know, close to $1,100 for fucking mediocre seats. I mean, they made this sport just crazy at this point. You know what I mean? Just out of control. Yeah, so you better be making some big bucks. To be a fan of the UFC is about like $3,200 a year. Okay, $3,200 a year. All right, if you plan to have ESPN Plus and buy the pay-per-views. Okay, but yeah, guys. As it stands right now with my UFC fight predictions, I'm 72-56. All right, I went 10-3 with this event that just passed, UFC 314. Yeah, there's really nothing exciting about that card with Marab and Sean O'Malley. I'm just being honest, man. You know what I mean? I'm not even excited for the Juliana Pena fight. Like, come on, guys. That whole division is in shambles. You think Kayla Harrison is gonna stay there for a while? She can hardly make the weight, guys. Hardly make the weight. No. I'm smarter than that, guys. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, guys. All right? Like and subscribe. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, okay? You might as well do that. But yeah, guys. I don't know why, you know, they haven't made the Chimaev fight. That's the fight they need to really make. I don't know why the UFC is sleeping on that one. Right now they're sleeping. The UFC needs to get that together right now. All right, it needs to be Dricus du Plessis versus Chimaev. Okay, they need to book that very soon, because if they don't book that, I'm gonna have an aneurysm. I really am, because I don't know what they're doing. You know, I don't know how they could book Sean O'Malley versus Marab, but they're not gonna book DDP versus Chimaev. Like, what are they smoking? Who's putting this shit together? I need to write him a letter. I literally want to write him a letter and just give him my advice. Just a little bit of advice. Because right now they're fucking it up, all right? They're fucking it up. I just saw the trailer while I was watching you know, the pay-per-view, you know, for the little commercial breaks. I saw a trailer with what was it? The Ultimate Fighter. I saw a trailer with the Ultimate Fighter with Chael Sonnen and DC. That's it. That's all I wanted to tell you. There's nothing exciting about that. Who's excited about that shit? Who's excited about watching Chael Sonnen and DC compete? Like I said, I don't know what the UFC is doing. Excuse me. The UFC is giving me acid reflux. That's what they're giving me. It's crazy. It's crazy out here, man. It is crazy. You know, this is the first event in a long time, actually, that ESPN, you know, it didn't fail me for the pay-per-view, at least. You know, I got to watch it, you know, because the last, I want to say 3 times, it just froze on me. Literally, it just froze on me. Had to get my money back. You know what I mean? I want to see Ilya versus Poirier. I don't want to see that. You know what I mean? Because we got, you know, Dustin Poirier. He's walking away. Dustin Poirier is walking away from the UFC. You know, his career is done. His career is solidified. You know what I mean? And we got Ilya Topuria over here, you know, vacating the belt. Gave her opportunity to Lopez and Volk, you know, to fight tonight. for the vacant title. But Ilya got to do better. Ilya got to fight somebody else. I don't think that's the fight to make. I want to see Dustin Poirier versus anybody else but Ilya Taporia. That's my opinion on that. All right, that's my opinion on that. UFC needs to do a better job of selling their product. That's what they need to do. All right. I need to write them a letter. Like I said, I need to find the UFC headquarters address and write them a letter so you know they could know how their fans are feeling. Because as of right now, they're giving us trash. I know this card was okay. This card was fine, but guys, they're virtually doing nothing to promote the UFC or the fighters anymore. But it will be an exciting fight. Nah, nah. I'm thinking about it right now. It's not. It's not exciting. It is not exciting to me. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry about that. I wouldn't be excited. I wouldn't be excited to watch Dustin Poirier versus Ilya Taporia. I just wouldn't. I just would not be excited to watch that fight. There's nothing behind it. Dustin Poirier is walking away from the UFC. He is done. Why would I want to watch that fight? That's like asking for John Jones versus Tom Aspinall. That fight is never going to happen. UFC is selling you wolf tickets. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. But yeah, guys, like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Tonight was a good night, man. Tonight was a good night. If you listen to me and you betted, you just went 10-6, man. That's a good night. It's a really good night. You're welcome. You're welcome. But yeah, guys. Oh. I'm kind of sick. I got to take some medicine before I head to bed, guys. I really do. Hopefully, y'all weekend is going really, really good, going well. Y'all, you guys are enjoying it, But yeah, guys, that was UFC 314. Like I said, great outing for Dominic Reyes. Great outing for him. Congratulations, he's in a win streak. Like he said, one more fight and then the title. He's right there. Congratulations to John Silver. Perfect submission. He beats Bryce Mitchell. He stops Bryce Mitchell from getting on the mic and screaming, freedom. What else? Michael Chandler. The downfall of Michael Chandler. Guys, he waited a little too long for the Conor McGregor fight. Damn near almost 3 years waiting for a fight that never came into fruition. Just never came about. UFC and Conor McGregor played him. Michael Chandler stood in a training camp for damn near 3 years. He was damn near Goku in the fucking hyperbaric chamber. Fucking traveling through space for damn near almost 3 years. Michael Chandler finally landed, got out of the fucking spaceship, and guess what? He's aged. He's aged. And guess what? In the last 3 years, so has everybody around him. Everybody has evolved, as it showed today with Paddy Pimblett. Went out there, totally manhandled Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler tried to land some big punches. It didn't work. Paddy Pimblett took his back, submitted him. That's the way it goes. What else? What else? That's about it, guys. That is about it. That's where I'm going to most likely leave this one. Yair Rodriguez had a great night as well. Let's not forget about that one. Who does Yair Rodriguez fight next? That's the big question. After beating Pitbull's ass. He beat his ass, man. He picked him apart. I knew it was gonna be. I knew it was gonna be just like that, but I didn't think it was gonna be that bad, where he's getting picked apart that bad. And guess what? Yair Rodriguez picked him apart that bad. He beat his ass. Man, come on now. What else? What else? Disappointing loss for Mitch Raposa. Disappointing loss for Mitch Raposa. You know, I thought the Boston native was gonna come out and really do his do his thing, but he came out there. You know, he looked like he had two flat tires, and he just couldn't get it. He couldn't get it tonight, guys. And Mitch Raposa ended up getting the L. It was by split decision, but he ends up getting the L, guys. What else? I mean, that's about it. That is about it, man. That was a great night, man. Great night. Congratulations to Alex. He is the new 145 champion, guys. He is the new champion. But yeah, you know. Joe Rogan was out there, today looking like a fucking, a muscle. Fucking Joe Rogan looking like a damn thigh muscle. Straight up walking around, you know. The guy is, he's 5'7" with sneakers on, but with his sneakers off, he's damn near 6 feet. Craziness, guys, craziness. I'm telling you. But anyway, good night of fights, guys. You guys have a good one. I'm out of here. Just wanted to get on here and, give a good post-fight reaction. That's basically my reaction right there, man. You guys have a good night. Hopefully you guys enjoy yourselves, like I said. And I'm out of here, guys. I'm out of here. Peace and love. Until next time.